Hey everyone, welcome to Mineski versus SK. Shout out to the fine folks watching from Southern East Asia. It is going to be a late evening for you guys. We're going to be here for about 4 hours, so we have a lot of Dota 2 action. And also shout out to the European viewers out there, probably following their favorite team, SK. And it's going to be Mineski versus SK. Mineski on the Radiant team, SK on the Dire side. This is Twitch TV and DotaCommentaries.com presenting the Premier League. I'm listening to DotaCommentaries.com. Woo! And looks like we're gonna have a Nature's Prophet first pick here from SK. Meanwhile, we had Night Stalkers in the pool, and Mineski should be picking that one up for free. Now, of course, if you guys are not familiar, Mineski, one of the best teams in Southern East Asia in general, probably the best team in Philippines, and they play a very, very aggressive ganking / pushing strat. It seems going to be like an Earthshaker and Night Stalker, I hope, for the Radiant squad. Of course, SK, one of the earliest team to be picked up on the Dota 2 platform. Night Stalker is not picked, and I do believe Night Stalker will get picked right now for SK. I'm so confused why Night Stalker wasn't picked. Mineski opting for Earthshaker and the Windrunner. I'll talk about these two heroes in just a bit here, but Night Stalker will give SK the ganking ability, and now you see two of the best ganker in the entire game. Of course, Prophet coming in from afar with a TP sprout in, and well, there's your global gank. Of course, Night Stalker, once it's nighttime, once he gets level 8 or 9, Hunter in the Night, good level. He will have the Void Max. He'll have a level of Fear. Ooh, look at these nasty gankers coming out from the Dire. I really don't know how the Radiant is going to survive this. Usually is Mineski going to be on the ganking train, but today they're going to get ganked for sure. SK here having 3 of the best ganker and 2 of the best tankers in the game as well. So I'm not too sure how the Radiant team is going to combat this. Right now, in terms of Mineski's lineup, they have a lot of crowd control. Of course, Fissure, if you are using in a team fight, you're getting at least 2 or 3 stun. Shackle Shot give you the chance to get a 2-man stun kind of like instantaneously, or you can spam that Shackle Shot until you get that 2-man stun before a team fight, and that's a great initiation tool. So we're seeing some good AoE stuns out there. Of course, a strong laner as well. The Shaker could kind of sit back and protect whoever he needs to protect. Meanwhile, Windrunner, we are very familiar with her laning presence. So in terms of that, we have we have good heroes, I say, but in terms of overwhelming power is what we have SK's heroes. They could run in, tank like crazy. Both Slaughter and the Night Stalker are going to be very, very tanky heroes. They could dive under towers. Of course, you have the finesse coming in from the Prophet. In terms of laning here, generally we see SK Miguel playing that Prophet in a solo mid position or in a solo position. But it seems like, given the fact that they have both Night Stalker and Furion, the Furion could go into jungle now and free up one of the lane and still provide that very necessary ganking. And now Mineski on the other side here, seeing these tanky heroes, seeing these fast-moving heroes, will have something to worry about. It's not just the fact that they're tank, it's the fact that they move so quickly. Ancient Apparition here is going to be the third pick. It's going to give you that great combination of AA plus Shaker, and that Ice Blast combo will do some damage. But again, I don't think it will be enough damage to really kill these tanky guys. Enigma is going to be the third ban here for the Dire side, and I wonder if Mineski is going to go into Void, as we see that Void combines really well with the rest of the hero, combines nicely with the Ancient Apparition, or Dragon Knight wouldn't be a bad choice, because both these heroes, or Dragon Knight especially, would be okay against this lineup here. Of course, there is amplified damage here on Slaughter, so they're not really too afraid of Void or Night Stalker. Okay, they can easily kill them now, easy. So, not too sure whether Mineski is doing okay. Of course, captain here today for Mineski is Misha. I do believe that's just Roots. Mineski's lineup: Jay, May, Jules, and of course Bong. On the other side here, Miguel, Link, the new addition of Mania replacing Calculus, Rise, and Angel. All-star lineup here from SK. All-star lineup from both teams. Of course, both teams' roster has accomplished quite a bit and should be household names to very familiar Dota followers. Looks like it is going to be a Rasta ban here for the Dire side. Very, very strong ban. 2 bans directed towards pushing. We do see a Venge ban, and that's a telltale sign that they're going to go into a Void. At least I'm pretty sure they're going to be going for Void, or they don't want the Dire side to stack up on minus armor. Venge provides -5. Slaughter provides -16, I presume. think it's 16. And of course, well, a single medallion courage is going to give you -6 as well. If you add all of that up, that's a lot of minus armor. So that can be directed towards that ban. Although Eventual Spirit is a really strong counter to the Chronosphere. So that's why I'm guessing that it's going to be the Void pick. We'll have to see. Crystal Maiden here is going to be the 4 pick here for the Dire side. Of course, the slow is going to be really nice. Provides you that Entangle base stun, which is not the best stun in the game, but it's a stun. Aura is going to be nice. Really, the reason she was picked for the Aura is going to be a Spectre. And that's a very strange way to go about it. Generally, against ganking lineups, you don't want to pick up Spectre because she literally puts you in a 4v5 situation for a long time. Until she picks up a Radiant, she's going to be almost a moot point. She's going to be fairly easy to get ganked down. Sure, you're going to have your Spectral Dagger, you can send it to the trees and run into the trees, but still, you're not providing any assistance to your team. Amplified damage will, generally Spectre is fairly tanky, let's give her that. But amplified damage is going to really mitigate most of that as well. Witch Doctor is going to be the last pick here for the Dire side, and I do like this pick a lot here. The amp damage plus Maledict will kill the strongest tanker there is, and Spectre, despite being a fairly tanky hero, requires a lot of farm, and more importantly, requires a lot of time. Now, what the Radiant team does have going for them is a global nest sort of strat. If they're ganking the Windrunner, if they're ganking the Shaker, we could certainly see an Ancient Aberration popping right in with the A Blast. You could see Spectre pop in with Haunt. So suddenly you could turn into a 2v2 engagement for a 4v2 engagement, sort of. But still, well, on the other side here, SK does have a global spell such as Prophet. We see Sand King being picked up here. Generally, Sand King is picked as Sand King is usually picked as a counter pick to Broodmother. Brood obviously is not in the game, and he's still picked up. So very interesting here. And I'm not too sure how they're going to be laning this as well. They might run a tri-lane of a Sand King, Shaker, and AA. No, that's not well, there's only 2 range heroes, unless they run a solo mid Sand King, which is definitely possible. I have no idea how Mineski is going to do their laning, but we'll have to see. Alright, Jules is going to be playing the Ancient Aberration. Jay going to be on the Windrunner. No, excuse me, Jay on Sand King, Mei on Windrunner. Luis going to be on the Shaker, and Bong playing the Spectre. On the other side here, we have Miguel once again on that Prophet. Seems like, yeah, he's got a solo build. He's not going into the jungle. On the bot here, Rise is going to be on the Witch Doctor Mania playing the Crystal Maiden. Having the wards, and looks like Rise has bought Chicken. Any Sentry wards? No Sentry ward just yet. Link going to be playing that Slaughter with Stout Shield, fairly standard build. And Angel playing the solo mid, going to be having a Stout Shield on that Night Stalker as well. Don't know what that says. I'm sure the Pinot audience will know. But it seems like we're going to have AA, Shaker, and what? Spectre? Yeah, AA, Shaker, Spectre on the bot lane. So a defensive tri-lane here. They do have some killing power. Let's not forget that. Because, well, looks like as we have Prophet maybe forcing a TP. They're going to find Bong a little bit out of position. No idea why he's by himself. Cass is going to... Ooh. That Cass was, I'm not sure what he was expecting, but that's a waste of mana. Here we go. We could set something up if Spectral Dagger wants to be used. Shaker not in position as well, which, by the way, I want to point out that was some horrible positioning from Mineski. Johnny want to stay together, and it's very lucky for them that they did not drop First Blood just like that. Being so separated. Hatred going to get picked up on the top lane here. May's going to find it and harass a little bit against Migo. But he's going to run back to his towers. No big deal. So most of my attention will be focused on this bot lane. We're going to see Sand King on a solo mid position against Angel. And yeah, against the Night Stalker, you can solo Sand King. Let's see if he's going to actually level Caustic Finale, which should be fairly good against a melee hero. Yep, going to be burrow striking and doing a little bit of harass. But most of my attention will be spent on this bot lane here because, well, this is where all the kills going to come in. 2 melee heroes against 1 melee hero. And of course, Jules 1 600 range hero against 2 600 hero. The passive laning is going to be in advantage of SK. You can see the camp is not blocked off, so we could get some pulls going on here from the Radiant side. So it seems like, well, no, Shaker got to be really careful as we see a little bit of passive harass coming against a Shaker, taking a couple of pot shots, and No big deal. Shaker's one of the best hero in a tri-lane or dueling simply because he could stay outside of EXP range, but still in range to drop off a fissure, and that's really, really important for him. Back in the mid lane here, looks like Sandstorm is going to be Jay's choice as he's popping up, really annoying Angel a little bit. Angel is going to have the last hitting ability to really last it under Sandstorm and still deny under Sandstorm as well, so he doesn't really care. But looks like, Shaker going to be in position. Drop off a single fissure, blocks off the Witch Doctor, but I don't think he really cares, and here comes Slardar, and Shaker in an awkward position here as well. As we see, Spectral Dagger goes on right now. Mania really low HP. He's gonna get a salve cancel. Nicely done. And I think Mania gets a little bit blocked here by Rise. Rise is gonna go kind of get first blood away, and it looks like Jules might be in a little bit of trouble. Nice fissure block here for Moots. Wow, what a perfect fissure block. Rise is gonna go down as well. Jules picks up a double kill. Nicely done. Aggressive play here from Mineski. First, of course, off a Spectral Dagger and a Kofi on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden getting killed because his teammate blocked him, but now was Roots getting a perfect fissure block and then getting himself a nice kill there. Really beautifully done by Mineski. 2-kill advantage for Mineski. And SK is going to play a little bit more defensive now that they're a little bit out of, Shaker and the Ancient Aberration moving hard very aggressively, and this just shows you the power of this dueling combination of AA and Shaker, because, well, you're gonna get at least 3 or 4 seconds of chain stun for sure, and we just been seeing a lot of that in the previous engagement. And now looks like Cass is gonna be going right on Bong, double stun on him right now, and they can't really go on. Just not enough stuns, not enough nukes to bring him down. He will have almost gold for a ring of health in just a bit, so he's going to be patient and pick that one up. Back in the middle lane here, Jay's going to have a little bit of trouble. He's not going for Cosmic Finale. Has gone for Sandstorm and the Burrow Strike, but it looks like Angel is going to have the rune control as he's sending these illusions ever so annoyingly, harassing that Sand King. Sand King's going to walk right up, Sandstorm up, and try to push the lane a little bit. And it looks like Botto is coming their way. We have a double crow here from Mineski, and yeah, you could bet that means a Botto crow here for our Sand King friend, and also for May on the top lane, who presumably will be getting a bottle fairly soon. Back in the bottom lane here, Mania at level 2, Rise at level 2 as well, and Link at level 3. They are going to have the level disadvantage, and they might have a go right on them. Fissure block is going to be insane if they could get on Link, and here we go. Roots in position. It looks like he's going to miss the block, so they're not going to waste a mana to do so. The support's doing quite a bit of damage. Here comes Miggle, going to TP right in. Does he have a tango? Does he have a tango? No, he does not have a tango. Looks like Jules is going to go down here, and looks like, he's going to go down as well. That fissure block actually trapping himself in. A little bit of misplay here, but they did force Miguel to TP in the bot lane. He's going to have to use a TP scroll to get out. I do believe they're going to get out, or they could transition into push by summoning a couple of treants. I don't think that's going to be the case. He's going to buy a TP scroll and go back to the top lane here. Meanwhile, in the middle lane here, Night Stalker gets a free kill on Sand King. I'm not too sure how that was happened, but maybe a fear was involved. Yep, fear is picked up. Looks like Miguel's going to TP right out back in the lane. Now, May did get a little bit of free farm in that extent, but not really enough to mitigate the fact that they lost both the Spectre and the Shaker and the Ancient Aberration on the bot lane. So suddenly, it was 2-0, and then Mineski just dropped 3 kills, or 2 kills. Back in the mid lane here, looks like we had Jules coming around to set up a gank, but really not enough to get a kill on Angel. It is 450 in the game, 3-kill advantage to 2 in favor of SK. Goal difference, nothing too big to talk about here. Ancient Aberration trying to wrap around here, but there's really good ward coverage. Really seeing exactly where the support lineup here for the Mineski, and well, that's why the SK team really holding on to this bot lane. Still okay. Let's check out how we're doing in terms of farm, as that's going to be indication on how this game is going to be going. This is so far a very low killing game. 20 on Miguel, 17 on the Slaughter, and 20 on Angel. Decent farm here, considering that we're only 5.5 minutes and we're seeing 4 to 5 average in terms of CS per minute. Not too bad. I mean, on the other side here, Windrunner's got 23, 14 on the Spectre, and 23 on Sand King. As we see a little bit of engagement on the Shaker. Shaker's going to get a block off, unfortunately, only setting the Crystal Maiden. And here we go, the right click's going to do the work as, one more hit's going to do a nice magical one pop. He's going to be okay. One more hit as we see Link use a crush just to get that kill. But back in here, did we get a Crystal Maiden kill? Yes, we did. But also, we lost a Windrunner on the top lane. Not sure how that happened. But trading 1-for-1 on the bot lane is a decent trade considering that, well, Spectre got the kill there. Or got the EXP on the kill. So nicely done for them. Back on the top lane here, not sure how the Windrunner died. Double damage and get bottled up as we see Sandstorm being leveled up on the Sand King. So really opting for that Sandstorm cooldown because he knows he's going to be using a lot of it to really push the lane and harass. As we see Fear going right on the Sand King. A teleport in for him as well. A couple more tactics going to do it. Can he go and slash? Barely he can. What is he doing? He's barrel striking up the hill. He's spiraling up like crazy. Uh-oh. Sandstorm cooldown. Not on the cooldown right now. He did not need to do that at all. I'm not too sure why he barrel strike up the hill. Well, maybe he was a little bit afraid of, let's say, a Crystal Maiden TPing in. But really, there was no need for him to really barrel strike up the hill like that, especially with Sandstorm on cooldown. And that was a kill that he did not need to give away. So very unfortunate for that Sand King. The support lineup here for the Shaker and the Ancient Aberration in position, and that means that Spectre is not going to get any farm. It looks like they're going to do a big lane switch as we see Spectre comes to the mid lane as well. Maybe trying to set up a gank as we see Angel goes right in and gets a kill on Ancient Aberration for free. These free kills are really setting Mineski back. I'm not too sure how Windrunner died on the top lane here to a Prophet as well earlier, so that was just really confusing. As we see 3 guys in the mid lane, are they going to set up kill? No, they're not. At the very least, they're going to scare Angel back a bit. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, we can see this bot lane transition into push. Yeah, no one in the lane, and they know because they have a pair of wards right behind that tower. Prophet could TP right in here. As we see Rise doing a good job here, going to be casting these creeps and drawing them away. There is a glyph already being used. Prophet TP right in, and there's a summon being popped up. And this tower is going to go down in a matter of seconds. Ancient Aberration not level 6 yet, so won't be able to use his ultimate to defend. And Shaker not really in position to defend as well. And this tower is going to go down. Nicely done here by SK. 1 tower lead, 4 kill leads, and looks like a little bit of a creep kill lead here for SK as well. Fairly good start for them. Windrunner on the top side should not be denying. In fact, should be pushing this creep wave like crazy. Should be using his mana as well. Full mana here for that Windrunner. No one in the lane, so just go auto attack and push, man. There we go. Because you're going to be behind in terms of tower. Miggle, sensing that, going to TP right in. Sand King gets a haste rune, and looks like they're going to transition and kill on the top lane here. Slow goes on Miggle, and come on, May. Come on, May. Set something up. 4 guys going to top lane here. They have haste on the Sand King. And I don't think he knows. Oh, here we go. Miggle's going to get slowed down. He's going to get burrowed. Shaco shot. There's a Shaco shot, and they're going to get the kill here. But unfortunately, tower right on Jay. He needs to go to Sandstorm. Go to Sandstorm. Go to Sandstorm! No, I don't know why he's not going to Sandstorm. It looks like Sand King gonna go down here, maybe in a little bit of trouble as his Windrun just ran out. Angel getting the mana for that Void and also a force for the cooldown on the Void. Crystal Maiden gonna be in position to drop off her spells as well. So did you get a kill on the Miggle? But they lost a 2 hero for that, a 3 hero for that. Apparently Ancient Aberration go down as well. 4-11 here in favor of SK. Meanwhile, SK Ling and Rise still pushing on that bot lane as if nothing is happening. This is not too good for Mineski here, as we see the gold difference, really 4 to 5k gold difference in favor of SK. And we're only 10 minutes in here. That's a huge gold difference, as we see a big TP right in here for Miggle. Going to be summoning the trees and going to be going for yet another tower push. SK, sensing the fact that they have advantage, is going to be driving this one home, as they're going to be taking yet another exterior tower. That's another 1,000 gold advantage in favor of SK. And is anyone going to defend this? Nope. As we see Jay very low in terms of level, despite that he's a solo mid Sand King. You can see in comparison, I assume that Mineski is just lagging hard. I mean, he had a lot of time to respond to this, and he's going to go down. Yep, indeed he will. Another free kill being picked up here by SK. For anyone that's wondering, we are playing in the US West server. So there might be a little bit of lag. Well, both team is not playing on their natural server. As we have a pause in the game. Probably a little bit of technical difficulty. So good time to check out how we're doing in terms of farm. No, I'm farming too beautifully. 10 minutes in here, we have 4 creep kills per minute on Link and also on Angel. But more importantly, Spectre's got like 2 CS per minute, Sand King's got 2 CS per minute, and Mineski team is just getting outmanned at this point. They're under level. If we look at level per minute, or EXP per minute, it's not even close. 700 EXP per minute. I mean, that stat is kind of like pointless other than it's a, a really big number, but still. You can see it right now. Mineski in somewhat of a big trouble. They do have the late game presence, I suppose, with the Spectre, but that's a long time ago. Look at how aggressive these warding here being pulled up by Mania. They're going to make a huge dive for this mid tower. It's going to be a 5v2 dive, and uh-oh. They're going to be in a little bit of trouble here as Cass is going to bounce a big dive. And it looks like that 4 is going to be dropped on Mei. Mei really trying to juke into the corner. And here comes Sand King dropping a Sandstorm and a Burrow Strike. But Link going to work on Ancient Aberration. Ancient Aberration is going to go down here. And I do believe Link's going to be A-okay. Yep, he's going to go down nonetheless. Shaco on Angel. Angel's finally going to go down here as we see Sand King Burrow Strike in. He's really low on the mana. Doesn't have to cool down the Sandstorm. He's getting chased here as we see a Sprout goes right on a Bomb. But Bomb doesn't care because he has Spectral Dagger getting hit down a little bit. It was a 2-for-2 engagement so far, but they're not done just yet. A single teleportation coming back in, and that's a Shaker. That's going to be a long initiation range. Are they going to go on Rise? No, they're not. That's going to be the end of the engagement. Very, very strange engagement. I thought for a second there that SK is going to get a huge lead as they dive really, really big time here for the Mineski team. But Mineski, good response, a good teleportation in, even team fight 2-for-2. But you gotta keep in mind that team fight was fought under Mineski Tower, so Mineski should have had the advantage. A-Blast gonna go on right on Migo. Migo might be going down. His HP, whoop. No, he's gonna be A-okay. Yeah, he won't be going down to Shadow levels, I presume. Uh-oh. No, he's gonna be absolutely fine. Back in the bot lane here, Crystal Maiden seizes a haste rune and might be setting up a gank, but he doesn't even need to pick it up. As well, Angel's gonna pick it up. Angel gets a free kill here on the Shaker. This Night Stalker is just getting too many free kills, in my opinion. He's getting free kill here and there, and he's going to get another kill on the mid lane. These guys are backing off, but guess what? There's one warrior sensing it, and of course, Amplified Damage will be providing the site as well. They're going to go for Ancient Aberration, I presume. Very, very easy here to pick off. Of course, they could go for the tower as well. Migo will be TPing right in for this tower push. And yep, this tower has no chance. Meanwhile, engagement is going to happen right here as we see Jules a half HP. And he's going to just have to back right back in the base because if he doesn't, might be in a little bit of trouble. Make a set up a Shaco shot. Indeed. Is he going to try? No, he's not going to try right now. Tower's going to go down. SK's going to stick around and try to push yet another tower. Let's see how they're going to be defending. Jay's got to be really careful in terms of controlling his cooldown here as we see, ooh, nice defensive fissure for Jay. Jay might be still very in trouble. Yep, there we go. He's going to go down here. As we see, double Sprout onto Mineski Hero, and we do have Slithering Crush off cooldown right now. He's going to be using a 2-man stun, and game number 1 might just be really out of reach here for Mineski. 18-7, Echo Slam being dropped down on 2-3 Hero, and Link might be going down. F-Bomb will do the right click. Yes, indeed, he will get 1 kill at the very least. Are they going to be chasing Rise down? Rise very, very slow, just with the boots of speed. Meanwhile, we have Treads on the Spectre. Treads. Nope, not going to be enough as we see Night Stalker comes around. They're going to go on Jay. Jay in big time trouble as we see Cass bouncing right off. He's going to go down. And here comes Miggle the Sprout. He's going to walk out again. No, I don't think so. Angel says he's going to pick him off. A-Blast is going to right hit on Angel. Angel's finally going to go down to the Shatter, but he does so much work in there. Score 9-21, 12 kill lead here, and we're only 14 minutes in the game. Mineski falling behind big time. Goal difference, huge. Let's check out how we're doing in terms of item progression. Let's look at the Radiant side first. Spectre's got nothing. He's got a poor man's shield, and that's a good indication of how poor she is. Literally no Vanguard just yet. Treads is up, of course. Boots up on Jules. Of course, we have Phase Boot and the Mega Components on Mei, but still nowhere close to finishing that. Shaker's got nothing. Of course, Sand King's got nothing other than a bottle to his name. There's a Roshan attempt going on right now, and there's really nothing that this Radiant team could do. Given the fact that the Dire has Slaughter, amp damage is going to make this Roshan attempt absolutely easy, and I do believe that A-Blast is not even checking for that. In fact, they're going to be just pushing the mid lane. I'm not too sure that's the best use of that A-Blast. But nonetheless, No matter where that A blast is going to be sent, it's not going to stop the Roshan attempt. Link's going to pick up that Aegis, and well, not too sure what Mineski could be doing about that. Let's check out item progression here on the dire side. Looks like we're going to have a Orchid attempt here, a Miggle. And if you could stop the Sand King or a Shaker, that would be really, really good in terms of disabling the, big AoE disables. We do have that Vanguard Treads and Aegis of Immortal on that Slaughter, making him extremely tanky, especially to the somewhat low DPS component of the Mineski lineup. Crystal Maiden, okay, despite the fact that she is support, does have the Bracer up, so at the very least. Of course, got a couple awards as well. Double Sentry awards up, of course, getting ready for the Sand King, nicely done. Drum's already up on the Witch Doctor, so he's fairly rich. That's going to make him somewhat tanky. Meanwhile, we'll have Vanguard earn on the Night Stalker, so he is extremely tanky as well. Opting for Phase Boot this game instead of the standard threats. And here we go, Night Stalker and the Slaughter are just roaming ahead, scaring away all the defenders. And that's yet another free tower. Defensive Fissure being dropped up here in Angel. Really, really aggressive. He can be, because he's a Night Stalker at night. Would earn a Vanguard, and I do believe May and the rest of the Mineski squad may be a little bit regretting giving away both Prophet and Night Stalker, because this is what happens. 30 seconds in, you're going to lose your bot Rax. SK don't mess around. Glyph is already used. SK Link is going to tank that ice and under the tower as well, but he doesn't care. He has Vanguard and Aegis. Tower under a lot of focus fire as amp damage goes on the entire team. Sand King does have a double damage. A blast comes in right now. That's going to miss. So that's 45 seconds where SK doesn't really care, because that's one of the most devastating ultimate gone. As you see, Fear and Void goes right in for the Windrunner. Tower is going to go down. SK showing no there's a Burrow Strike. Got to be really careful. Sprout goes right on him right now. Hunt comes in from the Spectre. Sand King in trouble. He's going to go down. Link does not care as he goes right in. Still has the Aegis here. 1-for-nothing trade so far. A single teleportation coming from the Spectre. Rax still under heavy focus as no one really stopping the push. Night Stalker using all his mana at this point. Still have a couple bottle charge as we see Kofi plus Fissure slow him down a little bit. But these guys, Rice should be using his Voodoo Restoration. I mean, he has a fairly high level of it. Has good mana as well. They could be really going at it. As we see May takes more spell in the phase. I don't know how Mineski will be defending, but so far they're defending okay. But here comes these Atrium being summoned. A-Boss comes in once again. That's going to do some big damage on Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, very low HP, but at the very least, Rax has gone down. SK got exactly what they need. They could back off for now, or they could stick around for the range. Rax looks like they're going to be taking a safe route and backing off. 18 minutes in, 13 kill advantage, a Rax up. The goal difference is just going to be immense. Yep. And I do believe this game is going to be a huge uphill battle from Mineski, as we see Spectre no hope of getting a Radiance. You know, even if the Radiance is going to get picked now, it's going to be too late, so he's going to be getting some damage instead. Going to be going for Diffusal Blade, I presume. But even if you have a Diffusal Blade right now, I don't think it'll be enough, to be completely honest here. At the very least, Slardar and the Night Stalker won't care about Diffusal Blade. The Crystal Maiden and the Witch Doctor might be a little bit annoyed by that, but still. Don't think Spectre right now is tank enough to make anything happen, especially if he gets skanked like this. He still does not have the Vanguard. So, SK not letting up a single pressure. As you see that, pressuring the top lane, pressuring the mid lane as well. 2 exterior towers left. Looks like we have a big TP right in here for Jules. Jules going to be in big trouble as he's trying to juke around. He's going to go down for sure. A couple more right hits going to do the job. Miggle's on a killing spree, and they're going to transition right into push. As we see Hunt going back in the mid lane. Are they going to yeah, they're going to go on Angel. I think that's going to be a tough choice. And here comes SK Link going to focus on Jay. Jay's going to go down 3 hits under amp damage, and Woot's in trouble as well. Look at him getting bashed, getting stunned down to death. Witch Doctor gets a double kill with the help of his Death Ward. It looks like we have teleport support coming in from Miggle, and there's a Sprout in. There's a Fear. A couple more right clicks, and Bong's going to go down as well. Link 2-man crush. Cast bouncing between 2 hero, entire team wipe. 9-27. SK showing why they're one of the best team in Europe. As they're gonna go climb ahead, in my opinion, in a 1-game lead. As I don't see Mineski, yeah, Mineski calls GG. They know that they cannot win this game. They're just too far behind. Really, really early GG here coming from Mineski, and that's gonna put us right back on schedule. We're going to be going to game number 2 of SK versus Mineski. After that, Mineski will be playing against XP as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So we have a long night for Mineski, and that I'm sure that's how they did not want to open their night up.
Radiant's middle tower.
But SK is simply too strong in this game. I felt like they have won their game right when they picked up Furion, a Night Stalker, and Slaughter at their first 3 pick. And SK just played to perfection until then. Looks like they're going to make an attempt here on Link. But Link does not care. He still has that Aegis. He's finally going to go down. Sankey going to drop off an ultimate. Looks like he's not, as we see Bong in a little bit of trouble. They might get a kill on Angel. Angel's still very tanky. And here comes Link. Look at him go. The movement speed is just unparalleled.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Lies broken.
Silence. Now you dwell.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
The sun sets benighted.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Fear quiets magic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With me.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack.
Monster kill! Out limb from limb.
Radiant's ancient is under attack. Radiant's ancient is under attack.
That wasn't nice.
Don't worry.
Radiant's